Okay, jumping right into this lesson. Here's where we're going to start. It looks kind of like a backwards power chord for those that don't know a power chord. We're going to put our first finger on the third fret of your D string, the fourth string. Gives us an F. We're going to put our third finger, did I say the first finger? First finger on that third fret, I think I did, for an F. Our third finger is going to play the fifth fret of our A string, our fifth string, for a D. So it looks kind of like a backward power chord. We're going to go low D here. Oh, I forgot to mention that we're tuned down to drop D, so we have to tune our E string down one whole step. There'll be a link here in the top and in the description for a video I did on drop D tuning if you've never done drop D. So then we're just going to go 6 5 6 5 again, and then we're going to hit this F, the fourth string. These are 16th notes here. It's going to go 1 E and a 2, so we hit that F on 2. 1 E and a 2, 3, 4, 1 E and a 2. So again, looks like a backwards power chord. 6 5 6 5, then to 3. I'm going to try to zoom in here so we can get a better view of the fretboard. Pan this down a little bit. There we go. This will be better. Okay, we're zoomed in as far as we can go. Okay, that should work though. Then we're going to slide this up to 8th position. So your first finger's on the 8th fret of that D string, gives us a B flat, and our third finger's on the 10th fret of our A string for a G. We'll do the same thing, 6 5 6 5 4 3 4 3 4. And basically what's happening here is this is part of a D minor chord. It's the root and the third of a D minor chord, and this is the root and the third of a G minor chord. The low D is kind of acting like a fifth of that chord. So basically we're going from a D minor chord to a G minor chord. 3 4 3 4 3 4 3 4. Easy. The next little part, we're going to bar our first finger across the 10th fret. We're going to play the first string and then the second string. The first string is happening on the and of 1, so it's going 1 and 2. The next one is happening on the E of 2, so it's like 1 and 2 E, 1 and 2 E. And then we'll hit the 13th fret of that B string to give us a C right on beat 3. 1 and 2 E and 3 4. 1 and 2 E and. Second time it's the same, except we're going to, on beat 3, we'll hit this 10th fret again, which is an A. We'll hammer on the C, come back to the A, and finish with a G on the 12th fret of your G string. And that's going 3 E and a 4, and then the and of 4. So we have 1 and 2 E and 3 4 1 and 2 E 3 E and a 4 and. Neat. And then, so those keep going, and then there's a guitar part that comes in a little bit later, and if you notice on the recording, it's panned fairly far in one ear. This is a really cool riff. So we're starting on that same D minor shape that we started for this. Right, so it looks like a backwards power chord. First finger on the third fret of your D string gives us an F. Third finger on the fifth fret of your A string, fifth string, gives us a D. So for this riff, we're going to go 6, then to the fourth string, then to the fifth string, then 6 again. You could alternate pick it. You could go down, up, up, up. I'll leave it up to you how you feel like picking it. There's just 16th notes, 1 E and a. Then we're going to go third fret of our A string for a C. We're going to hammer on the D, which is the fifth fret of that same string. So when you hammer, hit the C, hammer that left hand, don't pick it. Hit the open D again, and then we're going to come back here for the second fret of our D string to give us an E. So our second beat. So together. Then we have a little rest on beat 3. Kind of looks like a C chord. We're going to come that same E that we just finished the beat 2 with, then C, 3rd fret of your A string, then the open D. So the weird thing about that is that's starting on the E of beat 3, so it's going 3 E and A, 3 E and A. So where beat 1 and 2 are all 16th notes, notice that one little pause for beat 3. And then to finish that riff, or finish almost the riff, to finish the first measure of a 2-measure riff, we're going to hit the 3rd fret of our low D string. Remember, normally it's a low E, but we're tuned down. Hammer on the 5th fret. Then we'll play, which is now, this is now an F because we're tuned down, F to a G. Then we'll do the same thing on the 5th string, going C to D. So we had, again, hammer, only pick the first of each of those 2 notes. You notice how my pick sometimes rests on the next string, just to block sound. So altogether that measure is neat, right? Second measure starts the same way. First 3 beats are identical. The last beat is kind of backwards. You play the C first, that 3rd fret of your 5th string, then hammer the D and go to a G. So that riff all together kind of stumbled a little bit there, getting back to that last E. And a little bit faster. Fun. Let me back this up just for really quick to say the goodbyes here. We'll zoom this the other way. Oops, not at my crotch, ideally. Okay, I'll just do it this way. So, one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of this lesson, this is actually all tuned down 1 whole step lower than we're playing it. So we're just playing in regular tuning, dropping the E to a D. But they have all the strings down a whole step, and then that, which would mean if you tuned everything down a whole step, this would be tuned to a D, then it gets dropped further to a C. I don't want to do that because most people don't have a guitar at home set up to do that. So it still sounds great just playing it in drop D. So anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Been getting into live streams lately, so if you hit the little notification bell beside the subscribe button on the channel, you'll get notified of live streams. You can come in and ask questions about this lesson or any other lesson or anything guitar related at all. And musiclearning.com is my channel. There'll be some links here that will send you to some material to go with this stuff. And then what's left? Trip Fuse is the band and the name of the channel. It's my band. That's why the channel is named this. Yeah, so that's it. Again, thanks for watching. I'm going to teach more of this song because it's so cool. So I'll probably do a little video series to do it's got some great stuff in the verse. It's got a really cool riff like something like that. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I'll figure it out and we'll learn that. And then the chorus has got some cool parts. So anyway, again, subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.